Hello, in this video we will discuss about spanning tree elections, or you can say STP elections. Guys, before discussing about STP elections, I just want to tell you few things. Like, first one is, whenever we talk about any Cisco switch port, Cisco switch port will pass through a series of states. Like, we have blocking, then we have listening, then we have learning, and at last we have forwarding. So the time a port will take to move from blocking to forwarding state is called convergence time. And if you ask me, Piyush, what is the time taken by these switches to make a loop free topology, or to you can say how much time they will take to do the elections, so that whole time is called convergence time. Now, for normal spanning tree, convergence time is 30 seconds. But yes, we have enhancement also, because nowadays 30 seconds is a very big delay for a network application. So if I talk about rapid spanning tree protocols, RSTP, or Cisco's protocol RPVST plus, they will converge in milliseconds, or you can say they will take very less time as compared to previous protocols. If I talk about CST, PVST plus, they were taking around 30 seconds to converge. But yes, these protocols are far better than these protocols. Now let's discuss about this topology, how loop is prevented. So information of every switch is written like here. You can see priority of every switch is 32768. MAC address of all the switches are 111122221111 for this switch A. So I'm giving it a name A. I'm giving it a name B. I'm giving it a name C. Fine. So A is having 11112222211111. B is having 111122222222. C is having 111122223333. So these are the MAC addresses respectively. So first of all, what will happen? This switch will send BPDU to switch A, will send to B, A will send to C, C will send to A, and B will send to C, and C will send to B. So like this, all of them will exchange BPDU. But once switch B and C will receive BPDU from switch A, they will get to know that yes, we are not the better switches here. There is one more switch which is better, that is switch A. How? Because of bridge ID. Because bridge ID of switch A is better, switch A will become root bridge. So this guy will become root bridge. As soon as this guy will become root bridge, this guy is responsible for sending the BPDUs, no other switch will send. So on root bridge, all ports are designated ports. So these two ports will become DP. Now we have to check on switch B, which port will become root port, port number 3 or port number 4. So let's see. When root bridge will forward the BPDU, it will forward BPDU with three things. First one is cost. Cost will be 0 because this cost means cost to reach root bridge. Second is root bridge ID, that is of switch A itself, or I can also write this MAC address here. and sender is also the same switch, for example A. So this switch is sending this BPDU. Switch B will receive it on which port? This port. This port is having what cost? 19. So when switch B will receive BPDU, cost will be 19. Sender is root bridge is switch A and sender is also A. But if I talk about this port, when switch root bridge will forward the BPDU to switch C, C will forward it to this port. So here cost will be added 19, here 0, here again 19. So cost will be 0 plus 19, 19 plus 19, 38. So cost to reach root bridge from port number 3 is 19. Cost to reach root bridge from port number 4 is 38. Which cost is better? 19. So this port will become root port on switch B. I am calling this switch as B. This will become root port. This was designated port. So the same thing we will do with switch C also. I am naming this as switch C. So port number 6 will become root port because of cost. Now we are left with this link. On these links we know the port present on root bridge is DP, designated port. Designated port is the port which will send best BPD on the segment, and on switch B and C we also calculated the root ports. Now what about this segment? On this particular segment, which port will be DP and which will be blocked? So if you remember, what do you mean by designated port? Designated port means the port which will send best BPD on the segment. So if this port has to send a BPD, cost will be 19 because it has received BPD from root bridge. Root bridge will be A and sender will be this switch itself. And if this switch has to send the BPD, cost will be 19. Root bridge is still same A, and who is the sender? This. Now just calculate who is the better sender. This guy is the better sender. So this port will become designated port and this will be blocked. So if I have to form a loop free topology for the same, it will be like this. This is your root bridge. This is A switch and this is B switch. This link is never used for data forwarding, so I am not even making it here. So if I have some users here and some users here, so they will communicate like this. This link is never used. But whenever out of these two links any link goes down, this link will become operational. So again designated port and root port elections will be there. Now guys, I have one more example. So I have mentioned the cost of every link like you can see in the topology. Now it's a kind of your homework that you can do at your homes. I am just telling you how things will be done. So this switch will become root bridge according to the priority and MAC address. So it is having MAC address A, B, C, D and E. So both ports on this switch will become designated ports. Now, if you talk about switch B, if switch A is sending BPDU and it is received on port number 1, what is the cost? 19. But if you see cost of this link, it is 4 and this is also 4. So if A will forward BPDU to C, what will be the cost? 4. And if C will forward it to B, what will be the cost? 8. It means for switch B, lowest cost port to reach root bridge is not port number 1, it is gig 0/2. So this port will become root port. And always keep one thing in mind, in front of root port there is always a designated port. Designated port. Designated port. And if you talk about this port, or if you talk from the perspective of switch C, this port on switch C will become root port. Port number 2, this will become designated port. On every non-root bridge switch, there will be only one root port, not more than one. There can be multiple designated ports, but not more than one root port. If you talk about switch D, so 19 plus 4, it is 23. Do we have any other way? Yes. 4 plus 4, 8 plus 19. No. So this port will become root port. This will be designated port. Again. Now we have to see from the perspective of switch E also. So 4 plus 4, 8. I don't think so. We have a better way. So this port will become root port. And in front of root port, we always have a designated port. So, like you can see, this link is not used. There is no root port on this link and there is no root port on this link. So, these two links are not used for forwarding the traffic. Loop free topology will be A, C, B, D and E. So this is loop free topology for this particular example. So guys, in this video we have discussed spanning tree terms and elections. Thank you.